run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's brought down by...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To his throw, going to find his running back, Breida. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Complete.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Bills.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
A lot of times, just that first read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No good.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
On the carry.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco, sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. He's decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
At the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to pass. Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
Devontae Parker. Touchdown.
Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That ties the game.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback set.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, Allen. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
The Dolphins ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
At the 45-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Mike Gesicki.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Breida. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Tua. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Dolphins.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 40-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
4 yards.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon Jones on the cover.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath and settle down and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Number 26, Devin.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Singletary again. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Allen's throw is complete, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now a run with Singletary. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Dolphins 21. Bills 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
First down.
Now it's Breida. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run again with Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. back now in Buffalo as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
17-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 17, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Allen operating from the gun. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
35-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Check 24, check 24.
On play action, Allen. And he locates Walker, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 31-yard line.
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Second and 12.
The 37-yard line.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Fitzpatrick and give to Breida. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Eluding, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run with Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just an 18-yard punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Diggs, incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Today's final score, Dolphins.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's